Here's a hot take. Most car engines don't just wear out on their own. They're slowly being killed by small, preventable mistakes drivers make every single day. And here's the crazy part. With just 10 minutes once a month, you can dodge breakdowns, avoid $5,000 repair bills, and make your engine last longer than the car itself. In this video, we're breaking down 10 simple monthly habits, things mechanics wish every driver did that can transform a 150,000-mile car into a 500,000-mile legend. And trust me, you don't want to miss the final tip. It's one of the biggest myths in car care that could be costing you money and shaving years off your engine's life. So stick around until the end, and let's dive straight into the habits that keep engines running forever. Habit number 1. Always use the parking brake. Here's a habit that almost every driver skips, but it's one of the easiest ways to save yourself from a massive repair bill. Always use your parking brake, even on flat ground. Here's why. Every time you put your car in park, a tiny metal pin inside the transmission called the parking pawl locks into place to hold the weight of your entire car. On a hill, that's literally thousands of pounds of stress crushing that little piece of metal. Even on flat ground, the strain builds up over time. If that pin ever snaps, you're looking at a transmission repair that can cost between $1,000 to $3,000, all because of a habit that takes 1 second to do. And here's the kicker. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, parking-related rollaway accidents cause hundreds of injuries every year, most of which could be prevented by using the parking brake. So think about it this way. By pulling one small lever, you're not just protecting your transmission, you're protecting your wallet and your safety. Small detail, big payoff. Habit number 2. Use the correct fuel grade. This one is where a lot of drivers try to save money, but actually end up spending thousands later. Your engine is designed with a specific fuel grade in mind. If the manufacturer says premium, it's not a suggestion. It's because the engine's compression, timing, and sensors are tuned for it. Now here's the truth. Putting in regular fuel when your car requires premium causes engine knock, that sharp metallic pinging sound you sometimes hear. Over time, that constant knock doesn't just reduce performance, it literally hammers your pistons and bearings. And the numbers don't lie. The AAA, or American Automobile Association, found that 16.5 million U.S. drivers use the wrong fuel grade each year, often thinking they're saving a few bucks. But the long-term damage can lead to repairs costing $2,000 or more, wiping out any short-term savings instantly. Think of it like this. Would you water down your coffee every morning just to save pennies? Of course not. So why water down your engine's performance with the wrong gas? Bottom line, give your car the fuel it was designed for, and it'll reward you with smoother performance, better fuel economy, and years of extra life. Habit number 3. Maintain the PCV valve. Here's a part almost nobody talks about, but it can literally make or break your engine. The PCV valve. The PCV valve's job is simple. It regulates crankcase pressure and prevents sludge from building up inside your engine. But when it gets clogged, pressure builds, seals blow, and suddenly you're dealing with oil leaks, blue smoke, and sludge that slowly chokes the life out of your motor. Here's the crazy part. A new PCV valve usually costs under $25. That's less than a dinner for two. But ignoring it can lead to engine damage costing $1,000 to $3,000 or more. And this isn't rare. According to the Society of Automotive Engineers, or SAE, sludge buildup from poor PCV maintenance is one of the top 5 causes of premature engine failure in modern vehicles. Mechanics see it all the time, drivers replacing entire engines when the root cause was a $20 valve no one bothered to check. So here's your action step. Make it a habit to have your PCV valve inspected or replaced every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. It's cheap insurance that could save your engine and your wallet from disaster. Habit number 4. Drive long enough trips. Short trips are silent engine killers. Why? Because your oil never gets hot enough to burn off moisture and fuel vapors. Instead, acids form, sludge builds up, and your engine slowly suffocates. Think about it. If you only drive to the store and back, your engine is constantly running half-warmed, which is the perfect recipe for carbon buildup and early wear. The fix is almost laughably simple. Once a week, take your car on a proper 20-30 minute highway drive. This gets the oil hot enough to evaporate moisture, charges the battery fully, and keeps everything running smoothly. Here's a stat most people don't know. The U.S. Department of Energy found that short-trip driving can reduce overall engine efficiency by up to 40% over time compared to vehicles regularly driven at normal operating temperatures. Think of it as a spa day for your car. A little stretch once a week keeps it young and healthy. Ignore it, and years later you'll be wondering why your engine feels sluggish, burns oil, and doesn't last as long as it should. So the takeaway is simple. Don't just drive long enough. Your car will thank you for it. Habit number 5. Don't run on low fuel. We've all done it, driving with the fuel light on, trying to squeeze every last mile out of the tank. But here's the truth. Running on near empty is one of the fastest ways to kill your fuel system. Over the years, dirt and sediment settle at the bottom of your gas tank. When you're running low, your fuel pump has no choice but to suck that junk straight into the system. The result? Clogged filters, dirty injectors, and a pump that's straining harder than it should. And here's the painful part. Replacing a fuel pump isn't cheap. According to RepairPal, the average replacement costs between $600, and that's if it doesn't take the injectors down with it. Fuel pumps also rely on gasoline to keep them cool. When the tank runs low, the pump overheats, shortening its life dramatically. In fact, the Car Care Council estimates that consistently running on E can cut your fuel pump's lifespan by nearly 50%. The smarter move, refill when you're at a quarter tank. It keeps your pump submerged, your injectors clean, and your engine running strong for years. So don't treat your gas tank like a dare. Treat it like insurance for your engine. Habit number 6. The once-a-month ritual. Engines don't just die. They're murdered by neglect. And the easiest way to prevent that is with a simple ritual that takes less than 5 minutes. Ready? Pop the hood once a month and give your engine bay a quick visual inspection. That's it. It sounds too simple to matter, but here's the truth. According to the American Automobile Association, or AAA, over 80% of roadside breakdowns could have been prevented with basic monthly checks like this one. Here's a real-world example. Just a few weeks ago, a college student panicked when his Honda Civic stalled in traffic. He thought the engine was toast, but one quick look under the hood revealed a loose battery terminal, a 30-second fix that saved him a $200 tow and diagnostic bill. By doing this tiny ritual, you'll catch things like loose cables, cracked hoses, low fluids, and corroded connections before they snowball into big repairs. So here's your challenge. Set a reminder on your phone for once a month. Open the hood, take a look around, and save yourself from becoming part of that 80%. Habit number 7. Check the air filter. Most drivers completely overlook this small part, but it's essential for your engine's health. Think of it as the lungs of your car. Every mile, your engine pulls in thousands of gallons of air, and that air has to be clean before it reaches the cylinders. That's the air filter's job. When it gets clogged with dust, dirt, and road grime, your engine has to work harder just to breathe. That means reduced power, lower gas mileage, and accelerated wear on internal components. According to the EPA, a dirty air filter can reduce acceleration by 6 to 11% in modern fuel-injected cars. Here's a real-world example. A driver let her 2017 Ford Explorer go 3 years without changing the air filter. By the time it was replaced, it was so clogged you couldn't see through it, and the engine had already suffered from incomplete combustion and carbon buildup. That $20 filter could have prevented over $2,000 in potential repairs. The fix? Check it monthly. If it looks dirty, replace it. It's cheap, fast, and can add years to your engine's life. Small part, massive payoff. Don't skip it. Habit number 8. Listen for unusual noises. Your car communicates constantly if you know how to listen. Strange noises aren't just annoying, they're early warnings of problems that could cost thousands of dollars if ignored. Take this real-life example. A taxi driver brought in his 2015 Ford Fusion because of a slight ticking noise. Most drivers would have shrugged it off. Mechanics discovered worn valve lifters that, if left untreated, would have seized the engine within weeks. That $400 repair saved him from a $6,000 engine replacement. Here are the key sounds to pay attention to. Knocking or pinging, usually caused by improper fuel combustion, bad timing, or carbon buildup. Left unchecked, it stresses pistons and bearings, potentially causing catastrophic engine damage. Squealing belts could mean worn or misaligned serpentine belts, Ignoring it can lead to sudden loss of alternator, power steering, or water pump function. Hissing or whistling might indicate vacuum leaks, which affect engine efficiency, idle stability, and fuel economy. How to make it a habit. Step 1. Once a month, drive in a quiet area. Step 2. Roll down the windows and turn off the radio. Step 3. Pay attention as you accelerate, brake, and idle. Then last step, compare how your car sounds this month versus last month. Small changes matter. Automotive technicians report that 85% of drivability issues can be detected during a simple idle and rev test when drivers listen carefully. Your ears are free diagnostic tools. Use them. Catching problems early can save thousands in repairs and extend the life of your engine. Habit number 9. Look under the car for leaks. Fluids are the lifeblood of your engine, and leaks are one of the easiest early warning signs most drivers miss. Oil spots could mean a bad gasket or cracked seal. Coolant puddles might point to radiator, hose, or water pump trouble. Transmission fluid drips, that's a silent killer for your gearbox. Why it matters. Consumer Reports found that over 60% of major engine repairs could have been prevented by spotting leaks early. Quick monthly habit, park on a clean surface or use cardboard overnight. In the morning, check for drips or stains. Even a faint smell of fuel, coolant, or burning oil is a red flag. Don't ignore it. A 2-minute check can prevent thousands in repairs and keep your engine running smoothly for years. Habit number 10. Quick idle and rev test plus smart warm-up. Here's your final habit, and it's simple but incredibly powerful. A quick idle and rev test can reveal hidden problems before they turn into thousands of dollars in repairs. Here's how it works. Start your car and park with the parking brake engaged. Let it idle for a minute. Listen carefully for smooth humming. Any sputters, shakes, or uneven idling could indicate dirty fuel injectors, vacuum leaks, or ignition issues waiting to get worse. Gently rev the engine while still in park. Notice any delays, roughness, or unusual vibrations. This test gives your engine a quick physical exam right in your driveway. Automotive technicians report that 85% of drivability issues can be detected during a simple idle and rev test when performed properly. That's almost all hidden problems caught before they snowball into catastrophic failures. Now for the smart warm-up tip. Forget the old advice of idling 10-15 minutes. Modern engines are designed to warm up under light driving, not by sitting still. Start your car. Let it idle for about 30 seconds so the oil circulates. Then drive gently until the temperature gauge reaches normal. Avoid hard acceleration. Let your engine warm naturally. Why it matters. The Department of Energy estimates that excessive idling wastes over 3 billion gallons of fuel every year in the U.S. money straight out of drivers' pockets and causes unnecessary engine wear. Think of it this way. A quick idle, rev, and smart warm-up takes less than 5 minutes, costs nothing, and gives you an early warning system for your engine's health. With every check, every listen, every gentle warm-up, it adds years to your engine. Do this consistently, and your car won't just survive, it will thrive. So there you have it. 10 simple monthly habits that can extend your engine's life far beyond what you thought possible. From checking fluids and belts to listening for unusual noises and warming your car smartly, these small steps save thousands of dollars and prevent major headaches. If you learned something new today, hit subscribe for more car care tips that keep your ride running forever. And drop a comment, when was the last time you checked your oil, belts, or air filter? Let's see who's taking care of their engine the right way. According to the National Institute for Automotive Service Excellence, or ASE, 73% of battery-related failures are actually connection problems, not dead batteries. Monthly check? Pop the hood. Inspect terminals, clean any buildup with a wire brush or a baking soda water mix, and ensure the clamps are snug. This tiny habit keeps power flowing smoothly, reduces strain on your engine, and prevents frustrating surprises.